Hello YouTube viewers, thank you for watching my channel. It appears that I've got a small platform on YouTube. I make videos about a lot of different things, spiritually and about astrology, but my Saturn Square Ascendant ones are the most popular, so I'm just going to keep making those. People seem to like them, and I'm here to help. That's why I make my channel. Um, so this is about Saturn Square Ascendant, and with this aspect, it may be a serious challenge for you to remain inspired, because Ascendant is ruled by the sign of Aries. It's, the whole purpose of the energy is to inspire and live a life that feels like it's going somewhere. So with this, you might even build some serious security for yourself, but you may feel like your life path has been conditioned in a certain way, and that a part of you may want to remain secure and safe, but then another part of you may feel like something is missing from your life. And that's how I felt, because you may have to go to extreme lengths to make your energy flow. It might scare you, but sometimes it's important to follow your heart. So that's just, and to talk from my own experience, like I said, I had plenty of money, but there was just so much life missing from my life. Like, I left where I was, not because I didn't have security, and it's not like I don't have financial security now. I just decided to take a risk. But I'd finished college, and I started feeling really depressed, and like my life was going nowhere, even though I was working hard. Excuse me. I was working hard and making a lot of money. My spirit felt very complacent, and I just, felt like, a fatalistic kind of this is it kind of attitude towards life. And just in the past, I've always been really passionate, really just because I knew I had this aspect when I was 21, and I'm 30 now. So I did a lot of work on myself to kind of open up the blocked energy, because Saturn blocks things, and Saturn rules like long term, and he might make you feel buried and things to grieve about, and life difficulties and hardships. That's what Saturn's about, is hardship. He's not like Venus or Jupiter. Like, he's a lot heavier, and so Saturn rules long term, and the Ascendant is inspiration, like feeling alive, and that it might feel safer to just stay on the safe route, and it doesn't mean that you have to take insane risks. Like, I took some risks in my life when I just moved from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I was really apprehensive, to be honest. I was really scared, but I had every reason to believe in myself, so like one thing kind of canceled the other one out. But so that's really, I like to think about a scene from the movie Kill Bill. It was Uma Thurman's character, and what happened was these criminals kind of nailed her into a coffin and buried her 6 feet underground. And with this aspect, you might feel that way sometimes on certain days, and sometimes like you have a long-term hardship, and it's really hard to get up from that and still like fight back, because that's what the Ascendant is. It's the fighter in you. And just know that Saturn is going to challenge that, and if you've been fighting enough for a long enough you kind of you develop a tolerance to, you know, being more proactive and dynamic in your life. So yeah, if anything, you know, I've got a lot of Saturn energy. I've got my sun's in Capricorn, my moon squares my Saturn, as well as my ascendant squaring Saturn. So I think other signs that don't have these Saturn aspects, other people, it's easier for them to take risks. And the thing is, you might be scared to take risks because you feel like you were conditioned in a certain way, and you may feel like, well, if you're older, like as I got older, I started realizing what my conditioning was that made me act a certain way, and just from things that happened in childhood, you know, traumas, and learning to get over that and move on. It's been a dynamic, unpredictable process, but here I am, I'm making these videos, and people, you know, I'm getting a lot more views than my other videos, so people probably like what I'm saying. So yeah, if you have this aspect, it's really important to just build your strength and physical body strength, yeah, and your spiritual strength. Because if you're a woman and you don't have testosterone, it doesn't mean that you don't have spiritual strength. You know, like it's a different. It's not necessarily the way that I do it, which is I'm just really tough. You know, I'm a tough guy, even though I'm really nice. So, yeah, I mean, like I say in my other videos, have a Spartan attitude to life, and try not to take things too seriously. Like with this aspect, you're gonna have that tendency to just take people too seriously, which I've learned especially from this aspect, and I know it. Like, you know, people often aren't meant to be taken too seriously all the time, and neither is life. And it really, like when I was younger, I had a really bad attitude as far as that's concerned. Like I was just very serious and just saw things with a gloomy outlook. And the older I get, I just I don't care as much, which is a good thing. I'm learning to be more laid back, and that's very important if you've got this aspect, is to just learn to chill and relax and kind of accept that things aren't perfect. And especially because my Ascendant is in Virgo, the perfectionist, but that doesn't matter. If you have Saturn energy, this is going to probably apply to you. So it's great if you can build security in your life, but if that's getting in the way of, if your spirit is just tired and feeling no shimmer, like, it means that it's time to, and you probably know what choices you need to make, you know, and you know, it doesn't mean that I'm not a disciplined person or that I'm an overly frivolous person. Like, I meditate often and I do yoga, and my job is very hard. Like, it's hard work. I tear up roofs for a warehouse. That's what I'm doing right now, but I'm always working in the industry, so in the construction industry, and you know, it's important to measure your progress and to be satisfied with your progress if you want to move forward in life. And sometimes you might get frustrated with your results, and it's easy to do that when you expect a lot of yourself. And remember try not to expect too much of yourself. Not that doesn't mean you're going to be disappointed or that things aren't good enough, but don't beat yourself up to get impossible results. That's really important thing to remember. But that doesn't mean that I don't improve. I'm making improvements in my life. I'm just accepting where I am and not going beyond my reach. With this aspect, I definitely like to go beyond what I can control and beyond my reach. And so you know, it doesn't mean that everything I do is pretty much deliberate. Everything I do is measured and calculated to a degree. But I definitely listen to my heart a lot more than when I was younger. And, you know, just having faith in the universe is really hard with this aspect. It's like nearly impossible. Because some seriously bad shit happened to you, you know, like most likely. And you know what it is. But if you know, there's nothing for me. It was very liberating as I got older and I learned what this aspect means. It was very liberating to follow my heart and really learn what my potential was, and to accept where my potential was and not go too far, but to really build myself. And that started happening in my 20s. Like when I was younger, I didn't believe in anything. Like I just was really miserable. And that's what this aspect can lead to. It can lead to some serious fucking misery. And you know, nobody wants to feel that way all the time. So, you know, follow your heart and really mean it. Really find whatever creative force you can find in yourself, and don't have any hesitation or apprehension about that, about what you can present to the world, what kind of a purpose you can serve to the world, and really not focusing on the purpose so much, actually, because everything is in order in a divine kind of way. As bad as the world can be, and I've seen a lot of dark things in this world, it's all part of a bigger plan. So try and remember everything I said here, and I'm just reaching in myself for all the like, God has just buried this knowledge inside of me, and it's not always like apparent. So I really have to, it's like I have to meditate a little bit and focus on it. And yeah, I hope you liked my video. Please feel free to subscribe or just keep on watching, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.